Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Tuesday night, so it's time to get back into it. The finale of The Witcher Blood Origin. And the two talking about it with me tonight, of course, we got the one, the only, the Lark Lover. What's good today, Phantom?
Man, it brought a smile to my face when I saw the Empress die.
Happy times, happy times.
Indeed.
Oh, shit. Rolling down this path with us, we got AK of Ghost Clan. How we doing tonight?
I am all right. A little hungry at the moment, but we'll remedy that very soon.
I understand food is on the way, so things will be good shortly. Oh, tonight we're going to be talking about The Witcher Blood Origin, Episode 4, and this one's Of Mage's Malice and Monstrous Mayhem. And when Merwin comes out trying to play the strong Empress part, but like everything about this just to me showed how naive and unfit for the role she was. Like, is she really just this stupid? She's just really nuts, right, AK?
By which character?
The Empress.
Yeah. Just she looks like discount Evil Lynn nowadays from He-Man. Just she's so naive, and she thinks she knows a lot, and she just really doesn't.
Oh, she's the worst. When she tells Eridan to keep an eye on Baylor, I'm like, are you serious? Like, this man brought a flying monster over from another world. Like, what did they think their pathetic little blades were going to do, fandom, when they went through the portal?
I have no idea. Like, literally, as this season progressed, it's like you just see the intelligence level of the Empress just like sink lower and lower and lower. And now this episode even opened up. I'm like, when is she gonna die? When is it that moment where she needs to be like, at this moment, she knew she fucked up.
Oh, crazy. Absolutely crazy.
It's coming. It's going to be so epic.
What's up, Jay Cruz? I see you out there, and you were right. They did not end this one with a bang, I gotta say. I mean, I was loving this episode. This season. The first three episodes were amazing, but they did. I don't know why. I just cannot get on with a finale. Most finales are just such letdowns for me. But I mean, it wasn't awful. It just wasn't great. Like, they did not.
Maybe it was the effects. For me, it was the effects on the monster. Because I think this was like the first time we actually had like a zoom in on it. I wasn't feeling it. The face. That and how Homeboy was looking when he was almost looked like freaking Dr. Jekyll and Hyde from Gentleman. What was it? That's literally what it reminded me of. I'm like, what am I looking at?
Oh, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
There we go. Thank you.
I was like, Extraordinary Gentleman, but there's more. What is it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was just a little, and then the whole singing and the pep talk to the crowd. We're going to talk about it, but I wasn't in for all of it. It was a little cheesy young parts, and I don't know, it was crazy. But I don't know. You already saw this monster turn half the palace to dust, and you're just going to go through with blades and think you're going to go conquer the Southern Portal. Like,
not smart.
I did not understand what these people were thinking.
I don't think any of them like saw.
What's that?
How many people did he take with him?
What was it, like a handful?
Like 5 or 6. Like, this is your party you're going through with to conquer and pillage
a world, conquer world. Oh, but
that you don't know anything about.
Yeah, this is our best. Well, your best is about to get smoked. Like I said, did you not hear about how everybody else got turned to red dust? Where are you going and what are you doing? You have no plan. Like, I understand they keep saying a bad plan is better than no plan, but not in this case. This is bad. This makes zero sense. And then, like I said, this man you're taking with you, your mage, to battle whatever magic's over there. What do you think he's going to do? He already brought a monster. He's the one who brought this red dust breathing monster in the first place. And you're going to keep both eyes on him over there. Get the hell out. Yeah, it just showed how, like, unfit she was for the job. It was incredible. Yeah. And also thinking that they were going to keep him in check by threatening Fennec. Like, a man like that holds nobody above him. They hold no other.
She was even like nowhere near them. Like, she was literally behind Baylor or like next to Baylor, and everyone was like already like a few feet ahead. So I'm like,
was she there? Period.
If
you have leverage over someone and you know, see, that's the thing though. They should have known better than to let that girl go with him.
True. I agree with AK there.
They should have known better. That would have squashed the whole thing there. He might have been able to kill those dudes, but then what would he do? Nothing.
Well,
not a whole lot he could do.
A man like that holds no other above themselves, so they should have known. Like, they should have damn well known
If the Empress was smart, she would have said, like, I would have kept her alive, but nowhere near you.
Keep that
Just
girl,
in
and then
case.
when they go through, have somebody at his back with the knife ready.
Yeah.
Like right there. You slip up one, ooh, done.
Which they didn't.
Even he didn't do what he said he was going to do. He said he was going to keep her in the shadow of his blade. Like you said, they was way ahead of him. They were the whole thing was ridiculous.
Idiots.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're both just completely unfit and too stupid to lead a Congo line, much less a continent. I'm like, come on. They didn't get 2 steps into that other world before that man cut her throat. Like, he kind of had a point. Like, he had teamed up with Eridan and basically gave him everything. And Eridan's kind of a fool for switching to the wrong team at the last minute like that. Like, just totally got duped by Merwin, showing that he's even dumber and less fit to lead than she was.
Yeah.
Just everything about it was insane. Baylor said, "You may burn." What's that? Oh, she's gonna get free. Mm-hmm. Baylor said, "You may burn for eternity wherever you end up." Like, how did he not know where he was sending them, and where do you think he did send them, Phantom?
At one point, I thought he actually did send them somewhere, but then near the end of the episode, it seems like they were still in the same place. At least that one guy.
And like, is he the only one that lived? And why did he live and nobody else did? And I mean, I don't know what.
Oh, he's a fighter, and then he turns out to be one of the people from that last ride thing that we saw like in end of season 2, and I was like, oh shoot.
Oh, you think that's what that was? We're going to talk about that when it comes up too. But yeah, I didn't know what
it was. I think when we saw like the making, because AK mentioned it, like after I'm watching this, watch the making of The Witcher Blood Origin. It was literally one of the members of the last ride.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. I gotta see. Mm-hmm. I need to watch that. I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all. Okay,
yeah, you gotta watch it.
Damn. The ego on that man, talking about like he's gonna now take all that he deserves, which is everything. I was just like, greedy much? Like, how do you feel like you deserve everything? Where do you come from?
Yeah, that's how he came up. It's like he had nothing. Now he wants everything.
Oh, Baylor was ridiculous.
Everyone looked down on him, but it's like we didn't like see like stuff of any of that evidence on the show. This mainly of, oh, that's what your father did, but it's like, well, she's kind of seems to be different from her father. But then the way how the Lark was saying it, it's like, no, you're nothing different. You're just, this same thing, just a different name.
Yeah, he was kind of in his own head. I mean, I don't know, he was harder on himself and thought everybody was always looking down on him. And they were saying, like, even though a girl told him, like, dude, that's in you. I never thought that. Like, you just need to give me the same respect that you want. So, yeah, I don't know. Everybody's just a little bit off. But our undercover army sneaks into the city and everybody knows their role and time to put it into action. And speaking of put into action, Avlak has once again found Baylor's magic book and sees something that even Syndril had overlooked or didn't even understand. The monoliths aren't just portals to other worlds, but through time itself. So if they do come out with a season 2, what uses do you think they're going to come up with for this book?
Not even season 2. Like, if they don't even get renewed for season 2 and they want to bring these characters back, there's like your open door. Just, boom. I could just travel through time or send this person through time. And already we see like Lyrian in like one of the very last scenes. It's like him, present day. He's there right before Central falls.
And you got that too. Like basically, he's an elf. We know that they live for a ridiculously long time, but this was 1,200 years, and he looks the exact same, and he's holding the book. So didn't that did just tell us that he found the way to use the portal through time?
Yep, it took him some time, but we don't know how long though.
Doesn't matter because now the time has no meaning anymore.
Mm-hmm. But also, he's a period of time in which elves are being segregated. So it's like it's not like how it was before he left. So it's going to be difficult, like walking around with some pointy ears on your head.
Exactly. You're gonna have one get you a hoodie, but I'm sure everybody's using hoodies, so that probably doesn't even work that much anymore. But yeah, when we see Avlak in the streets of Centria spying on young Ciri, he's an elf. Like, yeah, he looked the exact same. He definitely had to be using that book for time travel. That's not just living that long. That man knows how to get through time. The Larkin Company take over the streets and open the grain bins, only to find them empty. And she looked like that look she had was so dumbfounded when she opened that door. Got the people all hyped up, making them think they have food coming, just to open it up and see nothing and hear nothing but crickets. Brutal.
That was sad. I was like, wait a minute, they're going through the wrong door or something? Or do they have to like go inside and look at the bottom of that hatch, or maybe the food was there?
Her face was, yeah, that's what I thought when they kind of showed there was like that underneath thing. I was like, oh, maybe it's down there or something, but oh, that was too messed up. Oh, wouldn't let you out, got locked out. Jake, welcome back. Welcome back. That's crazy. Did Merwin try to flip the script and turn on Cyan just to try and like score some extra brownie points with Fial? Like she ordered that execution of the one responsible for bringing him to her. Like, was that literally just to get brownie points, showing us again how completely insane this woman is?
Oh my gosh, I hated that.
It's just like, what did she think was going to happen? You think, oh, now you're going to kill her because she's the one that brought you in. You think that's going to make him like you more? You're out of your mind. Like, you killed this man's whole family. You're done.
The absurdity.
The absurdity.
She was being a delusional Karen right there.
100%. It was out of control. But I like how when the Lark tried to give that pumped up speech and everyone was just like all blasé and quiet, like, I knew then that a song was coming, but like I
not gonna lie, I had to fast forward it. I'm like, okay, I get you, let's go.
Yeah, it was just way too over the top cheesy. Like I hated it. But the Lark's second round of the speech after the song was definitely better. But all in all, the party, I don't know, it was a pretty cheesy scene, and getting like the city folk on their side was, they could have done.
I did laugh when the guy was like, "Oh, and make a song about my two big balls." And I'm like, oh shit.
I was about to say, who is this Uthrak Wunda character that they keep trying to make a thing? Like, was he supposed to be the comic relief? Like, they kept commenting on his nuts. He said the Lark owes her a song if he falls in battle. Why? Like, not only does he want his song, but it better portray him with having both nuts. I'm like, is this a bad joke that won't end? Like, what is it with this character, AK?
I don't know, man. There's no explanation for the nonsense.
It made no sense to me. I mean, did you get this character at all, fandom?
Not at all. But hey, I know you were happy what happened with them at the end.
Oh, please believe. I was just like, thank you, because why? Like, I just didn't get it, and I was done with it. Like I said, it was like a bad joke that wouldn't end. He was so out of place every time. Like, you figured something magical was going to happen with this guy because they kept bringing him up. Like, something cool is going to happen. No, nothing cool, just annoying. Like, it made no sense. I was like, yeah, I didn't like that character. It's almost like the producers of the show owed that guy a favor and just wrote him in. Like, it seemed just extra. Like, there's no point of this dude. Oh, Merwin was so spoiled and clueless, thinking everybody cared about her only being a footnote in somebody else's story, and now like carving her own path. Like, bitch, you killed my whole family. I'm not trying to hear anything you're trying to say. Like, what part of you are definitely about to die are you not understanding?
I don't get how she thought things were going to go any differently.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
And who knows what you did?
Fall had such the perfect response. When he just started stone cold laughing at her, saying, like, are you demented? I was like, right? Like, here we go, riding back on track. That is what would happen in this situation. Literally just start laughing at her. Like
she really thought that she was going to just be forgiven and he would understand. No. If you were really doing it so y'all could be together, you would have found a way to save his family, at the very least.
And I get the bigger picture reasons of why they wanted the Lark to be the one to kill the Empress, but PC be damned. Like, I don't care who it is, male, female, somewhere in between. You kill my whole clan, no, it's coming. Like, put your hands on just my sister and know your days are numbered. Like, take out my whole crew, it's coming, and it's not going to be quick. Like, I don't know.
I kind of wish that it was him that actually killed the Empress.
That's what I'm saying. I think that would have had more meaning and made more sense. Because I'm like, dude, yeah, I get why they did it, but I don't care. That's not reality. That's not how it would go down. Like, when he was there, he would have snapped them guards' necks and just took it down right then and there, like
quickly.
Yeah. Weren't you just counting the minutes of like when Skyen was going to take out all four of those other guards? Like, I already knew they were dead men walking, and they may have been okay if they weren't so rude to her. What do you think, AK?
Possibly. She very well could have just wounded them severely and made it so that they couldn't follow her or stop her or anything. Right. But yeah, then you have to be a dick. So, you know, Skyen can't put up with that. Now she really got to come for you.
Now you got to go. She put them all down. Yep. He knew it wasn't going to be nothing. Like, just like I said, counting the minutes. And I like how they took a quick time out to let me know that, yes, Brother Death and Zakari are indeed still a thing. Like, Just gotta love that last minute little quick for good luck before battle, and it was a good thing he got it because he needed all the luck he could get dealing with a turn fall later.
Yeah,
that was messed up. That has to be such an unsettling feeling hearing the guards posted outside your door just gurgling in their own blood. Like, what would you do if you were in that situation, Fandom?
Try to find a secret, passageway and get the hell out of there. But instead, she just took out a knife. I'm like, wait a minute, you just saw this man transform-ish, and you're getting ready to take out your freaking knife? Like,
I'm talking like when the Lark went in to go get the Empress, and basically like the Empress is trying to wrap up that book, and all of a sudden you just hear this.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you hear your guards dying. What are you going to do with a knife? Stop it. Just stop.
She could have got away if she wouldn't have went back for the book.
Or just run. That's what I'm saying. Just run. Yeah, like Phantom said, get that back door and get the hell out. Because, yeah, you heard your guards go down. What are you going to do? Just stop.
Yep.
Talking about I'm going to grab a knife and poke my gun.
That's what killed me when I saw like what she was starting to look like. What do you have that armor on for? You can't fight.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to look like more of a leader, which she knows she is not, so she needs to fake it a little better. Yeah, I agree 100%, Jake. Like it was, and just some of it was just too much. The first three episodes were amazing, but yeah, they did not stick the landing. Witcher killed the monster. You can't kill both big bads. I get that, and like I said, everybody has their role, and everybody played it, so I get that. But it just made more sense for him to take her out. I don't know. It just seemed it was okay the way it went down, but like I said, if it was me, I don't care. She's going down. That woman thought she was going to talk her way out of it, though, when the Lark came in for her. Like, the Lark was like, I know you are not trying to compare yourself with me right now. And she was quick to let her know, like, you are nothing more than another spoiled little girl. I'm like, hey, tell her, Lark, speak on it. She's like, she screamed, I am Empress. She's like, bitch, you ain't shit. I loved it.
They will not remember her name. Not speak her in any tales.
Nope.
No songs.
Just the biggest dagger. That's what hurt her the most. Oh, that was a cold-ass choice the Lark gave her in the end, though. Like, leave the blade in and live long enough to watch your world crumble, or take it out and die a coward. No one will know. No one will know but you, but that was gangster.
I already knew what she was going to do.
What would you do in that situation, Phantom?
That's a good, good question, honestly. I'll see if I can live another day. I'll try. Too late now. She's dumb enough to be in that situation. Like I said earlier, I would have ran away.
Right, exactly. You got to be gone. All she wanted to do was go up there and sit on the throne and die. Like, what sense does this make? Stop it. And how far away?
Miyagi said, the best offense for somebody coming at you is don't be there when the move hits.
Right, exactly.
Just leave.
Exactly. But how far away was that woman's chambers? Like, did you see that blood trail she left behind? She would have been bled out. I was like, what is this? Walking, just leaving all that.
Convenience.
That was insanity. I mean, it was a steady stream. She would have been done. It's so sad. All she wanted to do was die on that throne, though. Like, remember you as what? The shortest rule in the game? Like, will she be remembered at all, AK?
She'll be remembered for the tyrant that starved all of her people to the brink of death. Because no one is going to be remembering her in any type of fond light at all.
Definitely not. You think the famine's her fault, though? I mean, it's not like she was throwing all these big feasts and parties. I mean, the famine just came. Like, they just ran out of food somehow. How did that happen?
But it came in her reign, though, so they're going to blame her for it.
Yeah.
The only way that all of that could have started, I think, is if they were already very close to doing that to begin with. Like, even before she did the whole coup thing, I think things were already bad. And it's probably had a lot to do with the war and like resources being cut off or diverted to the army to keep people fighting and keep constricting people. So once that's over now, it's like Danny freeing all the slaves over in Essos. You got rid of that, fine, but now there needs to be something else to replace it. And you didn't do that part.
You need a plan, exactly. Where did Fall all of a sudden get those new growing powers from? Like you said, turn into Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, I get being able to turn Witcher, but I didn't know they had levels to that shit. Like, you can level up to like Witcher Hulk whenever you want? Like, what was that?
Again, remember, this is like the first Witcher, so
yeah,
we don't know like what they're truly capable of.
Like, and does it just keep growing like at random, or can it level up like when it wants to, or like, I mean, can it control it? Like, what? I don't know.
I don't think it's a level up, more so than it's a weird side effect that happened, because like they didn't know what the ultimate outcome for this was going to be. Like Phantom said, this is just the prototype. This is Mach 1. And there's a lot of issues with it. And it takes a lot to get from what was used for him now to the serum that we see them using once we get to Geralt's days. And what's the name of the guy that trained him when he was younger and he was a Witcher? What they were using then is a lot different than what they did with our boy here. Right. So I think that the animal part of the strength, I think that mentality just took over his whole brain, so to speak. I don't think it was more of a level up, as in just they didn't know how that shit was going to work, and this is what happened. The monster took over.
It seemed like his body was like adapting though to situation. It seemed like he wasn't at one point that strong enough, so his body just like grew. At one point, I thought he was going to grow a set of wings.
Right, so right. Yeah. I thought he was about to bust out in flight and go after that thing. That's why I was like, is there different levels, and how far do these levels go?
Or maybe it could be like you said, and after they started running more of these experiments to help get rid of all of the monsters coming through from the void, they figured out the right mix, I guess, the right mix in the cocktail, so that part is cut out and it doesn't happen anymore. So that way people can stay under control.
Yeah, they had the mages fine-tuning 100%. Yeah, it didn't kill him. It seemed like he would have kept going. He had to have old girl kill him because he was.
Yeah, because I don't think he was going to be able to revert back.
He was. I think
that's what it was. Yeah.
Old boy said Fiala is gone, and which she said in the first place, she's dead. I know she's into necrophilia because she said he died, so he was a dead man walking in the first place. He was a pretty sick shot with that sword though, right between the eyes of that beast. Like, I don't know, the people are hungry and the food is scarce. Tell the truth. Are you barbecuing that thing as soon as this is all over?
Hell no.
No. I don't know where that thing been. You know, I mean, freaking germs or random parasites that might be crawling all over that thing.
Yeah, people are hungry. You know, you can burn.
Well, I'm gonna sit there and watch people eat. I'll eat the grass. I'm good.
Oh man, how hungry are you? We got dragon over here. Cook it up.
I'd rather eat a dragon than eat that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that thing wasn't a dragon. I don't know what that thing was. It was some type of weirdo demon spirit.
What's up, chat? You guys are out there hungry. You're starving. They got this dead beast from another world that came in. You barbecuing or are you stepping back?
Nah, bro. This is not Whoville. We do not make roast beast on the holidays.
Oh man, I was hoping I was going to get to hear that song again, and I did indeed, as that's what it took to bring back a raging Witcher Fall back to cognizance. Oh man, he was just out of control. That was pretty brave of her to just walk up to him like that while in raging Witcher mode.
Yeah, that's the sign of true love right there, man.
Oh, she was lucky she didn't get her throat like ripped in half. He asked her to do the unthinkable, but she says she can't. But right about then, I was expecting Meldorf to just roll up and get the job done. I thought that's when she was in, but nah, she just had to do it herself. Oh no, ever since you said Fel looks like JD, I cannot unsee it. Like, they are definitely brothers.
What?
He doesn't look like JD to you?
Oh my god.
No,
I can't see it now.
Never has looked like JD to me.
I never thought
get an image of JD.
I never thought twice. I never saw it, but now that he said it, and then looking at this episode especially, oh my god. Brothers. I was just like, holy shit, he's right.
Wait, hold on. Who are we talking about?
The dragon. Fial.
Like JD, my brother, that
yeah, your brother.
Looking
JD
like Phil the Issues guy?
Looking like Fial.
Oh, Fial. I thought you said Phil, and that made me think Phil the Issues guy. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Okay, Fial, yes, I give you that.
Oh my god! Now that he said it and you know it, now go back and watch that last every scene. I was like, oh my god! Like, when I first said it, I was like, I don't really think so. And then watching the next episode, I couldn't unsee it. Like, I just saw the dragon sitting there every scene. But if Central created the monoliths and knew so much about them, why didn't he know that the damage that he'd create by busting them up would do what it did? Like, how did he not
I'm
realize?
sorry, ask that again.
That Central created the monoliths and knew so much about them, wrote a book on them and everything. How did he not know that the damage, what damage he would create by busting them up like that?
Good question.
Because I don't think that was like his original plan in terms of like destroying it. I don't think he had planned to like bind Baylor along with him having chaos magic. I think that's what did it. That made like the rippling effect.
Oh, okay, because
that's my guess.
The chaos magic sent it into chaos. That could be. I like that. Oh, it's a great answer. And did he really create the monolith or just unveil it? Because the voice telling the story said the great mage Sindril with one touch shattered his greatest creation. But Meldolf's made it sound like the dwarves created it and buried the monolith, and now the voice is telling us Sindril did and created it. So, like, where did they really come from, AK?
I think that is a large case of histories written by the victors. There's this great magical things have been found. So why would you let the group that you're subjugating still hold on to the honor of those things, especially if you find those things powerful that will help further you and your family's power? You rewrite the histories and you say, no, we discovered this. Like my head mage made this thing and now we have it for the betterment of us all.
Yeah, that was great. I don't know, Jake, because that really threw me off, and I went back like literally 3 different times and watched that, and liked a few different scenes about when they were talking about it, and it said word for word that the powerful mage, and it said Sindril underneath because of course I always have the captions on it, and it said the most powerful mage created it and then busted up his most powerful creation. So
yeah, I don't think. Yeah, he definitely did not create them. I think the dwarves absolutely did create them, and they had them using for what they needed and wanted to use it for. And the elves came in. They saw somebody Sindril found it, started looking into them, and they just co-opted the whole thing.
I don't know because in my opinion. You're right, and we have no idea because they made it so unclear. But the voice, which in my opinion, which in my guess or the way I took it, is the oldest and most knowing of this whole story. She's the one telling the story, and she is the one. That voice is the one that said the great mage Sindril with one touch shattered his greatest creation.
See, okay, so then that calls into question: were the elves at some point actually living in peace and allies with the dwarves? Because it doesn't seem like that was the relationship between them.
No, that's not how Meldolf told the story at all.
So yeah, it's interesting, and we can only speculate on it. Unfortunately, I don't know that we'll ever get that answer, even if we get a season 2.
Chaos magic is nowhere near as cool as elves' power. Elves' power? Do you mean elf's power?
Yeah, yeah. Do you mean elves or L from like Stranger Things? L.
I think she's talking about
because I think chaos magic is a lot stronger than L. L is just telekinetic.
Oh, feel it.
She's very good with her telekinesis, but she doesn't have magic.
I have to admit, I was pretty happy to see that Callum made it. Like, Sam's one eye, but hey, he's still alive. Did you think he was a goner?
I wish he had died.
You wanted Brother Death dead?
I wanted more of the 7 to die. I saw him come back. I'm like, damn,
why?
I'm kind of there too. You want a little more. You want a little more. I don't know, just drama, just more feeling. Like that would have been exactly. I like that character. It would have been sad if he didn't make it back. And
she lost her twin. She lost her twin, and now she's gonna end up like, well, not really twin, her brother, and then
her brother. They're magical twins.
Yeah, yeah. And then next thing you know, Lover could have died. Could get a good season 2, her trying to grow from it. But no, he alive with one eye.
They were messing with my emotions. Like first, I was like, "No!" When they shot Meld off with that arrow, I was like, "They are not going to take out my favorite character." Like that.
Seriously.
And then Brother Death, like, well, I was glad to see they both made it through, but sadly, not so much for Fallen Sinjo. Like honestly, more made, like you were saying, more made it out alive than I had anticipated. I thought more.
Unless she does something stupid and brings her brother back, knowing that's not a good thing to do.
She wouldn't.
No, she already buried him. That's not.
She was already against doing it, doing the thing for what's his name?
Yeah. Mm-mm. And it looks like Eridan is also still alive. Like we were talking. Will he find his own chaos magic and make it back to his plane? Like now that the worlds have merged, or Fandom, you were saying you just think that mask is going to turn him into one of those riders. Is it the mask that does it, or is it him being trapped in that plane for so long, or what's going on with that situation?
But yeah, one. Was that the thing you were talking about in previous stream, AK, that you told us like look at the making of Blood Origin?
Oh yeah. The writers.
Mm-hmm. Because literally when that happened, I saw him pick up that mask. I'm like, wait a second.
Yep.
And he's literally like one of those freaking riders. I'm like, oh shoot.
He's the leader, I believe. I think that's him and all of those guys that seemingly got in the other. In the monster realm.
So that explains who those writers are. I like that. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. Because
one of those witches end up becoming a writer later on. So it's like, was she one of the original writers, or
what witch?
What Witcher?
Not Witcher. That witch that the Witchers had prisoned and ended up possessing the
Wasn't
girl.
That a woman?
Yeah. Wasn't she like an ancient witch that ended up going to that plane and she became one of those writers? So I was like, was she ever like originally one of those writers?
Oh, I don't remember that.
I don't recall any of those writers being a woman.
So yeah.
I could be misremembering though.
Because I know she becomes one of them. Or she was always one of them. That was like my question. Well, it's never answered. So it's like if that's the start of the group, then yeah, she was never a writer.
Oh, that's insane. I didn't know anything about that because I was taking it a whole different direction. Like I thought that Bone Mask was like was telling us that he was like some ancestor of Kahir, the White Flame. Like maybe he was the first White Flame, or he turns into that, or that's just he went by that name first and turned into it. Or I thought it was going to go in that direction. I didn't even think about the writer.
And I was hoping they reveal who that booth thing was.
She said she wasn't a writer, but she was from that monster realm place. Okay, so you're talking about the voice that was talking to the wizard?
No, because remember in season 2, when I forgot the little girl's name.
Siri.
Yeah, she got those visions about that house.
Yeah,
inside the house, that woman. Yeah, that witch. And when they defeated that witch at the end of the season, she ended up into that world and she became a writer.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't remember that part.
What? Yeah, I can't even picture the witch you're talking about.
The one in the house. Remember, they'd go in that house, and she was the witch in the house that was causing all the craziness, and they brought him down into the forest, and then they ended up burning the house. That was like a pretty big part. It ended up.
I vaguely remember that now. I don't know.
It was messing with the main character. What's her face? The main witch.
Mm-hmm. Even possessed.
Which main character?
Oh, I got total mind block right now. Yennefer. She was talking to Yennefer.
That voice that was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she manipulated her saying like, "Oh, I'll give you like a child if you help me out."
Yeah.
The other one was like, "I'll give you a child," even though the elf queen, but that didn't pan out. So I think the child like died like right after she gave birth to it.
Right. I'll give it to you, and then I'm gonna take it.
And you think she becomes one of the writers?
No, she does. At the end of the season, she becomes one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't remembering that.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's insane. And then we got our AK spoiler and see that the Lark is indeed preggers with the dead man's baby.
When that happened, I was like, wait a minute. She literally got hit by that freaking monster thing against the wall. And she was still carrying it.
It's like if
I'm
anything,
like that child. The seed is strong. The seed is
I
strong.
mean, yeah, look, stranger things have happened with pregnant women.
that's true. That is true. But yeah, she took a beating with that tail against that wall. So yeah, that was nuts. And I mean, dead is in like the dead. The man was dead when he created it. So what kind of monster is growing
Oh,
inside
here
that
you
woman?
go.
Am I
Oh
wrong?
my!
Am I wrong? That man was dead when he created this seed. So what kind of beast is inside her?
Okay, so anyone in our real world that manages to be resuscitated, you're literally saying we have living zombies in here right now.
He didn't get resuscitated. He got remade. That was not resuscitated. He did not come back as Fial. He came back as something completely different, Pet Cemetery style.
Well, that was kind of the point, though.
Yeah, that's how they
He had
created
to he had to take on that aspect of the monster.
Yeah, that was, Baby V. Oh, that was messed up.
So like compound V, is that what you're talking about?
The voice told us that it's marked by the beast and magic. So will it be a witcher or something hunted by one, fandom?
Probably a bit of both, honestly.
Daywalker, got a blade situation. What do you think? What's going to happen with that, AK?
I don't think it's gonna tear her up or kill her as it's born.
I'm
But
saying once it is born, like it's marked by beast and magic. So is it going to be more of a witcher type or something that's hunted by witchers?
Could be a bit of both.
I
mean, but at this no. At this point, no witchers exist.
Not anymore.
Well, so maybe. Or is in this story that we're talking about, because Fial's gone. He's the only one that was made at that time.
Right, but his seed is not gone. So is this the new Witcher? Is this where they come from? Did he just start the line of witches?
I don't think that's gonna start up that quickly with the kid. They'd have to be doing some serious aging up of him if they did.
I don't know. They might get.
I don't know. He might have. He's gonna have some type of magic power, but I don't think it's just gonna be like he's a full on demon.
His blood mixed with mage's magic might be what creates the whole revolution of witchers. But I don't know. That's it'll be weird. Have you heard anything about a season 2 being created with this series?
No,
not yet.
I haven't either. I don't know if they're going to do it or not, but they definitely have the tools to do it. Like you said, that book could do everything.
Jay, do you see that question Jake asked?
Serious special blood. Who is her ancestors? She comes. I think she comes
Wasn't
from.
Wasn't it who took over after this regime fell? Like their family line, I believe, stayed on the throne up until the events we start seeing in The Witcher.
Mm-hmm. I think she may have came from Ithilien. Maybe Ithilien, some kind of special thing, being hidden out in the woods out there, just being a little barmaid. But she might be.
What's Ithilien? Who's that?
Ithilien's the little girl from the bar that can see the future when she touches you. She sees what happens. And then
she would have fallen in love with an elf. Wasn't she? No, she wasn't human.
She was an elf. She was already there.
Yeah.
She was an elf.
So she's going to fall in love with some human because I think that's what it was that made them have their special powers in different generations because they were half and half, wasn't it?
Right, exactly. Yeah, they just kind of set some bases and put some foundations in there, Jake. That's why we definitely need a season 2. They can keep this going.
Yeah.
They definitely have all the tools to do it with that book, being able to jump through time. It could get messy, but if the writing can stay clever, I think they could pull it off. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I hope they get a season 2. I think it'd be dope. Because other than the finale, I really, really like this season. But knowing it never seems to be good news, would you have had Ithilien touch your baby bump and see its future?
Hell no. When she did that, I'm like, what are you doing? You cursing your child right then and there.
Even Ithilien was like, are you sure? Like, you really want me to do this? Oh,
like the last time you were touched, you literally end up killing your lover. The child, freaking father your child. Now you want the freaking kid to touch your baby bump? Get out of here.
Don't come near me, right? Don't even brush hands against me. I'm not trying to feel it. What about you, AK? You want to know the future?
I don't know. I feel like I would want a heads up, but then it's like the whole prophecy thing, like with Game of Thrones. You hear a prophecy, you tend to work towards that being the end goal. So you almost make it yourself.
And yeah, exactly. It seems like most prophecies are misunderstood anyway. So even though you misunderstand it, and it's not what it turns out. Just like the beast that she slew is not the one she thought she was going to be slain.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's never what you think anyway. So yeah, let me just go ahead and live my life. You can keep them hands to yourself. Need it. So the voice can be Ithilien. You think the voice can be Ithilien, like, and that's who's been talking through her and giving her the visions?
Like no, at first I thought the voice was. Wait a minute, hold up. Talking about that blue mist thing.
Yeah, the voice. Yeah, exactly that.
I thought that was gonna end up being the whole freaking old witch we got from season 2, but it didn't even turn out to be that person. I mean, it still could be. You know, they could end up being showing. But it seems like this person like knows like the future and somewhat. You know, just like mocking what pretty much transpired. Or I was waiting for the moment where that blue mist thing is going to turn out to be the same person talking to freaking Jasker.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I think that voice is exactly who's talking to Jasker. Sing your song, Sandpiper. I think that's exactly who it is. She said, "The lark seed shall carry forth the first note of a song that ends all times, and one of her blood shall sing the last." Maybe fandom's been right about the bard the whole time. What do you think, AK? I was like, wait a minute, you're going to be the end of the world? Maybe you do need.
And y'all think the voice could be Ithilien all grown up, and obviously some type of magic immortal, because that was a long time ago.
I mean, we got a book that you can time travel.
It's true.
Yeah, sure.
True.
That's the thing with time travel. I love it and hate it.
Oh yeah, absolutely insane. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I hope which lark is the thing, and that's just crazy that the lark and the bard are actually related. Is what they're telling us with this.
Wait a minute, the bard is part elf. I forgot that.
What's that?
Jasker?
The bard, yeah, he's part elf.
I don't know if he's part elf or not.
No.
I don't know what he is. He's got to be though, because he was here before the.
I thought he was human.
Of course, then again, we don't know. We don't know when that war was. We don't know when that war was that he was fighting when he got brought back to talk to that voice and when he got sent back. He just said, "Sing the song of the seven." And if he was already there. Yeah, we have no idea because the war was probably elf against man. So, but he looked like he was fighting on the side of man. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. That's a good question. Where is the bard? How old is he? Because that's what I'm like. How old is this guy? Where did he even come from? He's bouncing back through time, getting dragged through with voices.
Oh, okay. He's saying that that was a question. The bard is part elf. He was asking. If that was the case, I think he's human. They've not indicated anything to say he's part elf in any way.
Well, he could be human and elf and just have more human traits. That's why I'm wondering.
It's true. That's with Yennefer. She's like part elf, human.
Besides,
but they made sure to tell us that because that was explicitly important for her character. If that was going to pop up with Jasker, I think they would have let us know that he's part elf in some way, shape, or form.
Well, the fact
that since he was saving elves in the second season, so they would have mentioned that.
Yeah, he could have been just being a rebel.
He seemed pretty freaked out when he heard that the lark was going to sing the first note of the End of the World songs, and someone of her blood was going to sing the rest of it. And the fact that he's a bard, it seems like they were trying to tie the two of them together. And for her to be that dark and him to be that light, that's going to have to be some generations gone through. So the timeline, we need to know more about that timeline.
So then he would be part. Wait, no.
Part elf for sure. I mean, he would have elven blood.
Yeah, I was thinking of a different character. I was wrong on the name.
But if he is related to the lark, she's an elf. He's obviously got elven blood in him. I just can't remember if they ever touched on that or said anything about that.
No, Jake. Ciri is part elf. They explicitly say that. In the show.
Like her, what is it? Her grandmother?
Yeah,
her mother's side. Her mother's side. Yeah, her mother's side is elven.
Yeah,
Not her father's side.
Skipped a couple generations, but they said it was magic. Did they say it was elf, or did they just say it was magic?
Of what?
Like, the gift.
They said it was. Yeah, they're like the magic is strong with them because of the elf genes that they have, and there is some other extra around it that's just a very slight description I'm giving. But they said in the show that their family is part elf, and that's one of the reasons Siri is so powerful. Is what was part of the explanation they gave.
And hypocritical when they're going after elf and kind. I'm like, wait a minute, is it like part of your family? Like, you know, ancestrals like elves? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, definitely. If they come out with a season 2, definitely gonna have to do a rewatch of the whole thing and just get tightened up on some of these facts and see what's what.
Yep.
That's insane. We then get the extra scene with Avlak peeping Tom-ass spying on little Siri, and he looks to be the same age. So like we were saying, we already think that basically he just used that book of monoliths to jump through time. Like he learned how to time travel, and that's how he was there.
Yeah, he had to go to school or something because before he could have barely used the damn monolith, and now all of a sudden he's traveling through time.
Yeah, he seemed to figure it out and has a little work with it. And that's funny. I had to go back and watch that first scene in the first episode of The Witcher just to see. And little Siri was there because I thought she was wearing a different outfit.
That's the exact outfit she was in.
And it was kind of cool because in the first series they just showed her kind of look at something, but there was nothing there.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Really?
Yeah. No idea.
Oh shoot! That's good of them. That's a nice touch.
Exactly.
So and she did get like this kind of weirded out look on her face. So I wonder if when she initially turned, she did see him.
Oh, 100%.
But then he noticed her noticing him, and he just blinked and dipped out. So that's why the look on her face changed a little bit because she didn't know how the hell he just literally disappeared into thin air.
Or she like just saw him, he blinked instantly. And she's
like,
is that what I said? Like, yeah, she looked all weird. But yeah, that's crazy how that was in the first season. Then they did that callback and did the exact same scene with all the characters about that. That was awesome. So yeah, way to tie it up.
Here's a thought.
What's that?
It's random, but it's in the same realm of what Jake just said. He says, you know, they have elves still. So what's special about Ciri's blood and her being half human or part human and part elf? One, I think the bulk of the magic comes from her mom. And oh shoot,
her name is Ciri.
I'm trying to figure out.
Her name's Ciri, and she comes from Centria, and she has the power of like some crazy early Centurion blood. I don't even know.
Yeah, but then there's like a prophecy saying like she's gonna like bring the end of days or something like that, or whatever. Mm-hmm. With her, they're gonna like rule, like, you know, the kingdoms or something of that nature. That's why everyone is after her.
Maybe that's what we find out, that maybe the Lark, maybe Yasker's not the blood of the Lark. Maybe it's Ciri who is, and she's the one who's going to sing the last note at the end of the book.
That's highly possible. And okay, just remember what I was going to say is I'm wondering what's the reason that he picked that time and place to go back to. And her magic might be strong because her great whatever granddaddy has that magic book. And he blinked to go check on her and see what the status was of that prophecy.
Could be.
So maybe the magic comes from him because he has that high affinity with magic.
Yeah, she's the last in line because she's young and everybody else died. But I mean, yeah, as long as she keeps going and she has a baby, that line will keep going and the magic will keep going. So.
Yep.
Right now she's the last, but she could always keep the line going. We don't know what's going to happen with that. Yeah, they need some more seasons. This keeps it going. I hope they bring a Witcher season 3 back. I mean,
no, they are. We don't know when.
They're filming that now, I believe.
Are they?
I thought so.
That'd be amazing. I hope so. I know they're filming Only Murders in the Building 3 right now. Can't wait for that to come out. That's gonna be a good one too.
Oh wait, it's coming out this year on Witcher season 3 in December.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. There you go. So yeah, definitely gonna have to do a quick rewatch and catch up on everything and have it all tightened up, ready to go for that one. Oh man, we're gonna end this one with just a couple of trivia questions. Who knows if anybody remembers anything, but we're gonna find out. If you're watching, put these answer in the comment or in the chat box. If you're watching later, put it in the comment section down below. See what we remember about the finale of Blood Origin. What was the mute's name that Baylor killed?
No clue.
What's that?
Was it something with an F?
It was.
Henry?
Was it? Fendel. I don't know, FR something. I don't remember.
Jake says names. You know it. Oh, not many, just one or two. Absolutely. If you know that one, put it in the chat box. Watching later, what? Comment section down below. What did Uthrak tell the lowborn was in the kitchen?
Say that again?
What did Uthrak tell the lowborn was in the kitchen? He came into the throne room when a girl was on the throne dying, and all the lowborn came running in, getting ready to get her. And she
Is it peaches, strawberries?
Oh yeah, he I think he acts like why they were in there versus being someplace else and getting rich with the New World Order.
Incorrect, Jake.
Stealing the jewels or something.
No, Phantom hit it. Peaches. That was the first one he said.
Hey,
there's peaches in the kitchen.
I know it was some type of fruit.
Well done, you. Who killed Uthrak One Nut?
Oh, our girl. What the hell? Why can't I remember her name right now?
Jake said pudding.
So who?
There was pudding in the kitchen.
It's our favorite dwarf. What's her name? Meldoff.
Incorrect.
Wasn't he the one she was searching for?
We just talked about earlier on the stream. What's that?
I thought that was the dude that she had been searching for on her vengeance run.
No, he's the one that was the comic relief. Oh, so-called. He was like the bad running joke. He was on Meldoff's side. He's the one that told the lowborns that the peaches were in the kitchen. Wow, I thought this would be the crazy easy one. Well, if you know that one, write it in the chat box. Watching later, write in the comment section down below. Who killed Uthrak One Nut? Wow, I thought that'd be the easiest one. That's crazy. Where did Fall take L? Where did Fall tell L he'd wait for her? If we didn't get the last one, we never got this one.
In the fields.
Some random magical realm.
In the plane.
Vicinity, getting there, not quite. What was the merging of the three worlds called?
Convergence.
Nope. What was the merging of the three worlds called?
No, I think the convergence was Thor. Oops.
Wasn't the convergence of the three spheres or something?
What did you say?
Yeah. The merging of the spheres.
Yeah.
But it's called a specific thing, though.
Yeah.
And that's what I can't remember.
You're close. You're very close.
Damn.
Wow, that's funny. I would have thought that would have been
the conjuncture.
Yeah, we're gonna give it to you. The conjunction of the spheres.
There we go.
Conjunction of the spheres. All right.
Conjunction of the spheres. While supping with Ithaline and the Lark, Meldoff says she hasn't had food this good since leaving where? Yeah, I don't know. And
her village?
Yeah. If you can remember the name, I would.
Yeah, I totally don't remember the name of the village.
What song did the voice tell the bard to sing?
Oh, there was the one about her people. But I don't remember the lyrics, so I can't remember the name.
What song did the voice tell the bard to sing? Tri-sphere crash.
You said, what did the voice tell the lark or the bard?
What song did the voice tell the bard to sing?
Was it the Song of Seven something or other?
That's it. Song of the Seven.
Is that it? Song of the Seven. Okay. Thought there was more.
That was it. Song of the Seven. And last but not least, what did the voice call the bard?
Yep, don't remember that one.
Oh. What did the voice call the guard?
Oh, the chosen one.
Last thing she said. I said it earlier. But if you know that one, write in the comment section down below. All in all, I really did like this season. Like I said, they didn't really nail the finale, but it wasn't horrible. It just wasn't great. I mean, couldn't have done better. But all in all, definitely still looking for a season 2 to come out. How about you, Phantom?
Yeah, same way. The ending, the effects could have been done better. Some cheesy stuff here and there. I couldn't be like, It's still chuckle at the balls jokes, though. I'm not gonna lie.
What's that?
I still chuckle at the balls joke. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, how about you, AK? What'd you think of it all in?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, there could have been a bit more given in the finale, but overall, I thought it was pretty great. And shameless plug, if you're watching The Last of Us, swing by my channel on Sunday and Monday. We'll be talking about it.
Absolutely. A lot of people into that one. Make sure you check that out. AK Watch. No stranger. I'm telling you, Jake, I just watched the first season and hated it. I just was not a fan. Like, I already didn't like it. And then when they started having, like, little kids making out in the bathroom, I was just like, come on. Oh, man, we had someone out there. Good to see you. Leo874 Life. Welcome.
Oh, shoot. That's one of my friends. I sent him a link.
Oh, nice.
Hey, welcome, Leo.
He said it was all right, not happy with the finale. Yeah, I don't know. I was not for some. It seemed like a lot of people just either loved Stranger Things or wasn't in for it. And I was just one of the ones that just was not in for it.
I liked it. Wait, what kids were making out in the bathroom?
No, the first season, the main kid and the little chick, 9, isn't it? All of a sudden they're playing games downstairs, and
Elle and Mike.
They're in the bathroom making out. I was just like, I don't need to see little kids mashing on each other. Like, what the hell is this? I don't know. And then everybody's like, oh, all the 80s references are amazing. Like, I don't know. And usually I'm all in for that kind of stuff. But this didn't hit with me. I don't know what it was. And me and the Giant Tamer both were just not at all. So, yeah, actually, I'm thinking we might be, The Bad Batch or Kaleidoscope. We're going to be watching Kaleidoscope tonight. So I'll see if that one's worth doing. Might be getting into that one. I heard it's.
I thought you watched it first episode.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen any of it yet. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I was waiting for us to finish The Witcher first and then take a dip into Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, so we'll be checking out the Kaleidoscope, and as long as that's cool as everybody's talking about, then it looks like they got something called Poker Face coming on that might be kind of cool.
Of course, you wouldn't know about that.
So it looks kind of cool. They got an old girl from Orange Is the New Black on there. It looks like the lead of it, and I don't know. It looks kind of cool. So yeah, I can't wait to check it out and see what's going on with that. So,
which girl from Orange Is the New Black?
She just she just won a big Golden Globe for something. She's kind of popular right now. I cannot remember the name. Long, frizzy, kind of red hair. Just like one of the coolest ones on there. Like just everybody's. I can't remember. I wasn't that into the show, so I don't know any of their names or anything. I just know she was on there.
Natasha Lyonne.
Nothing.
You said she's a redhead, right?
Yeah,
I think that's the only redhead on that show. Then again, I didn't watch all the seasons.
Yeah. If it's, I think
maybe that is it, Natasha Lyonne. But yeah, she seems to be in it, and it just looks like it's going to be a good show. I'm down. Let's see. Oops.
Okay, yeah. That's the.
Natasha Lyonne. That's
I've been seeing those previews. Yeah, they look interesting.
Looks like it's going to be a good one. So I'll definitely be checking that one out. And yeah, I'll probably be checking out Kaleidoscope. So I don't know, depending on Kaleidoscope, I'm definitely going to hit you guys up tomorrow. Try to watch Kaleidoscope. Because if that one's like hitting, maybe we'll just jump into that one over the Bad Batch first. That one's kind of gone by the wayside pretty quick already. I'm going to be on episode 6. So we'll see. And I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's fun to watch, but I don't know if it's a lot to review about it. But we'll see. But yeah, check out Kaleidoscope, and then Poker Face coming, and I'm sure they got another one.
Watch like the first 2 episodes, right?
Of what?
Of Kaleidoscope. So you said the first one is a few minutes.
Yeah, the first one looks like it's a minute long, so it's probably just a setup. Black, and then what is it? Yellow? Yeah, black and yellow, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I believe so. Yep.
Yeah, watch Black and Yellow, and maybe we can do that on Thursday. Start knocking that one out. So that's going to do it for us. Hope everybody else had a good time watching Blood Origin. Hope we get another season and come back in because, yeah, they got me all into the story now. I've never even played the video game, but I am digging the story. So it's going to be a good one. Been having a hard time finding a new show. Yeah, like I said, I think Kaleidoscope might be cool, and I think Poker Face might be cool. So we'll look at going at those on the next one. So Thursday, try to watch Black and Yellow Kaleidoscope, and we'll be talking about that one. Other than that, I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Till we see you on Thursday. Easy, everybody.